Lunch with Bruce welcome for Christina McHale. So nice to meet you. Have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. I'm going to, here's this. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
This is so exciting. Now, first of all, I have to tell you something. I found it interesting the fact you were nice enough to come to the party, kind of introducing the tournament at the Study Hotel. And let's give her a nice round of applause for doing that, for coming to the tournament early. And then I'm kind of like, I thought that was a nice gesture.
Yeah, I lived close by, so it was nice. Ann called me up.
Isn't Ann the best? Ann Worcester, tournament director, absolutely the best. So you came over, and then I was so glad to see you doing so well. I mean, you've been playing unbelievable tennis. Give her a nice round of applause for the unbelievable tennis she's playing now.
Thank you.
Now, I find this interesting. You also are a very good swimmer.
Yeah, I haven't swam in a while, but when I was younger, my sister and I did competitive swimming.
This is unbelievable. Why do some people get all the athletic ability and then others get none? That's incredible. And now, what was your best stroke?
My best was backstroke, but my favorite was freestyle.
And what distance would you swim in freestyle? See, I'm speaking the language here. This is what happens at Lunch with Bruce.
I was pretty young, so I think I did like 50 meters.
Okay, the 50 meters, very nice. But then, let me just say this. I think it was wise you chose tennis, because it seems to be working out for you.
Yeah, it's funny. I have an older sister, and so we both did swimming and tennis at the same time. And then both coaches wanted us to do more. Like, the swimming coach wanted me to do more swimming, the tennis coach wanted to do more tennis. And then I actually chose tennis because my sister chose tennis. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, now it was interesting. We were speaking with Marion Bartoli yesterday, actually during the little shaky time. And she was saying, you know, it was kind of a different thing. Like, somebody asked when she started beating her father, you know. And my question is for you, when was it that you started beating the older, better players, that you were like, wow, I'm beating these players?
I think now it's still like if I beat a...
No, it must have been well before that. I mean, like, even as a young player, was there a time where you started going, boy, I'm pretty good at this, I'm better than swimming?
Yeah, maybe I guess when I was like around 13, I started playing up like in the 14s, and then when I was 14, I played in the 16s. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and because I have to tell you something, like, my impression when I watch you play is are you the youngest player on the tour right now? Or the youngest player at this level, would you say? One of them.
Yeah, I think one of them.
One of them. But I'm just saying, you know, here's a 19-year-old who is just hitting the ball so beautifully. Isn't it just incredible to watch her play? I mean, it's something that we can't believe. And I want to give you a little fun fact. Number one, this stadium that you're playing in was built in 1990. And that was before you were born, correct? And so I just find it so nice to have you here owning it, frankly. Isn't that right? She's owning it so far. This is your playground. So here was an interesting question. If you're just joining us for Lunch with Bruce, this is Christina McHale. She's from New Jersey. She's traveled all over the world, though. You lived in China for a while?
I used to live in Hong Kong.
Lived in Hong Kong. And you speak a little bit of the language?
A little Mandarin, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I speak none. I find it interesting also that you've got a match coming up tomorrow where your breakthrough really as a tennis player was when you beat world number one Caroline Wozniacki in Cincinnati. Was that a week ago?
Last week.
Last week. And now you're playing her again tomorrow at 3. This has got to be just a surreal experience for you.
Yeah, it's definitely, I've had 2 really good weeks of tennis, so I'm excited to just keep on playing.
And now you must have always, just like me, except you're a better tennis player, but you must have always loved, you know, the U.S. Open and the excitement and watching it. I mean, can you believe you get to, you know, get on Interstate 95 and go there and play that tournament next week?
Yeah, I mean, I live only, if there's no traffic, like 20 minutes from the U.S. Open, so...
Wow.
So it's like, I train there too, so it's nice, and it's definitely one of my favorite tournaments.
What a story. Is this a great country or what? I mean, you just get in the car, 20 minutes, you know, you just go, hey, Mom, Dad, let's go to the U.S. Open. You know what to watch? No, I'm in it. So we had an interesting question yesterday, and I thought it was a great question to ask. This is a real whirlwind for you. You're traveling all over the world. And everybody, no matter what they do, no matter how cool it is, it's a job. But then, and in every job, you have parts of your day that you really like, and then parts that are tough. What's your favorite part of your day? Like, what's the thing you do for yourself during the day when you're on tour as a professional tennis player? iPad?
Oh, you mean like off the court?
Yeah, off the court. That's right.
Yeah, it's nice my mom travels with me, or sometimes my sister will come, or and my coaches, and so it's nice like to have the group around me. But I always have my iPod with me, my phone, my iPad. I have to have everything. Yeah.
I can't. Do you still get into, like, you know, is she going, you got to go to practice? You're like, Mom, come on, you got to go. Or, can we get in the car? We have to go to the U.S. Open. I'm almost ready. Is that what you're... Almost. Any minute now.
Yeah, I mean, she still has to drive me every day to practice because I don't even have my license yet because I haven't had time to get it.
That is wild.
So yeah, she still has to drive me.
Well, if you'd like a tournament car, I'm sure we could hook you up. And, you know, let me tell you something. New Haven's finest they're around, and I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Well, let me just tell you, I know I speak for everyone here when I say you are really just a joy to watch, and we're so happy you're doing so well here at the New Haven Open, and we wish you all the best tomorrow against Caroline.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christina McHale, thank you so much for coming to lunch with Bruce.